When you think about maximum fat loss, your mind probably jumps to maximum cardio. Am I right? Like doing as much cardio as you can, as intensely as you can for the longest duration possible and the most frequency possible. Well, I want you to know that although cardio is healthy for you and it can be definitely a great tool when it comes to fat loss, it's not the only tool, and there is such thing as too much of a good thing. Too much cardio can actually be detrimental and hold you back from losing the maximum amount of fat. That's definitely how I was doing it back early on in my fitness journey, and I wish that somebody had told me this sooner. So in today's video, I'm gonna tell you the truth about cardio, how much of it you actually need to achieve fat loss, and what type of cardio you should be focusing on to actually see the best and most sustainable results. Okay, so cardio, you know we have different types, right? Most people's mind just goes to one place. They think of machines in the gym, like treadmill, elliptical, stairmaster, rower, that sort of thing. But when it comes to cardio, there's actually a whole lot of ways you can do cardio exercise. And even strength training does count as cardio as well. But my personal favorite way to do cardio is with body weight cardio-based exercises. The reason this type of cardio has become my favorite is because it's portable. You can do it absolutely anywhere that you are because it doesn't require any specialized machinery. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's just you and your body, and a lot of times I use an exercise mat, and that is it. And it's pretty quiet, it's pretty quick, and it's so very effective. So if you're that person that travels a lot, this is the type of cardio you should be learning to do. If you're like a busy mom like me and you have 2 little kids always needing your attention, you need something that's going to be efficient and quick and that you can do anywhere, even with kids around you. Only 40 seconds. Oh, see, now it's a rest period. Okay, time. Go. I highly recommend this type of cardio for absolutely anyone. Even if you do have the luxury of going to the gym all the time, you don't need to be reliant on machines because your body is a machine, and you can absolutely get the cardio benefits that you want just using your body alone. Now, there are different ways you can use your body for cardio as well. The way that I recommend is high intensity interval training. And of course, when you're just starting out, you can do low intensity interval training. It doesn't have to be high intensity right away, but building up to high intensity is eventually where you want to get yourself to maximize your fat loss results. So what I'm showing you here is some of my favorite body weight only exercises that you can use for cardio. And on the left, you have the low intensity version, and on the right, you have the high intensity version. So any exercise can be made low intensity, low impact, or high intensity and high impact just by modifying the way that you do the exercise. So if you're a beginner and you're just starting out at this, I recommend you do all those low intensity, low impact versions first and get used to them and get good at them and learn the rhythm and make sure that you are strong at those, and then you slowly start to increase and crank up that intensity over time. Before you know it, you'll be doing the most advanced versions. Now let's talk about frequency. Now this is often confused because people always think the more the better, like daily or even multiple times per day would be the best frequency to see the most results. That's actually not true because this type of exercise is really hard on your body, and you need recovery in order to see the benefits and in order to continue on for the long run. Your body is only going to tolerate so much, and these workouts are challenging, they're hard, and they break your body down. It's not something you want to do 7 days a week nonstop. You do need days off, and allowing at least 1 to 2 recovery days per week is going to ensure that you continue on for the long run and you enjoy sustainable results instead of short-term results. Most people will see great results with this with just a very moderate 1 to 2 cardio sessions per week. And I'm not saying that that should be your only workouts. I highly recommend you do at least 3 to 4 strength training sessions per week. Strength counts as cardio as well because your heart rate is elevated. And if you haven't seen this video I did about your heart rate during strength training, definitely go and watch that so you can see how much of a cardio workout you're actually getting while doing strength training. Prioritize your strength training and have that be the main sort of physical activity that you're doing if you want to see fat loss, because not only are you getting cardio benefits, but you're also building lean muscle tissue, which is going to help you burn off stubborn fat. But then on top of that, you do want to include a little bit of cardio, and I'm talking 1 to 2 sessions per week is great. You can do up to 6 times per week at the maximum, but definitely avoid doing cardio 7 times per week or more. It's just going to be a recipe for negative results on your body, on your mind, and just on your overall long-term outcome. Okay, so let's say that you've agreed to do cardio 1 to 2 times per week. Now you may be wondering, when should I do it? Should it be on the same day as strength training, on the rest days, before strength training, or after strength training? Well, the answer is, and this is what I've learned from experience, it's best done on a rest day or a day aside from your strength training, or after your strength training. If I have cardio in my program 4 times per week, then I'll tag it on to the end of my strength training, like as a finisher, and that is my favorite way to do it. And you'll see all of this advice is reflected in my programs. Everything I'm advising you here is exactly what you'll be doing when you're following my program. And then the last question to answer here is, how long should your cardio session be? My best recommendation for you is to give yourself a goal of 10 minutes. I know 10 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but when you actually put it into practice, you will find that is plenty of time to really work your heart and really feel maximum exhaustion. By the end of 10 minutes, you'll feel like, yeah, that actually is enough. Your cardio workouts should be short enough that you can easily talk yourself into it, because, I mean, let's be real, it's hard to get yourself to do it in the first place. So telling yourself it's only gonna be 10 minutes, for me, a lot of the time, that is what gets me to actually do it. To be like, I can do this, but I know if it was a half an hour, I'd probably make more excuses and forget about it. So within that little 10-minute maximum window that you're giving yourself, there's different ways that you can set it up. You can do 30 seconds on, 30 off, 40 on, 20 off. You'll see in my programs, I have a lot of different like recipes for how you can do these workouts, and I give you which exercises to do, and you get to choose your time interval based on your experience level. So you're really like customizing the workout to your own needs and preferences, but the main focus here is that it's only going to be 10 minutes long. You're only using your body weight, no equipment necessary, and you're focusing on getting your heart rate exercised. Okay, so I hope this was all helpful for you to see and learn about, and you can start putting it into practice and see that you are going to lose the maximum amount of fat when you first focus on your strength training over cardio, use cardio as an add-on, and then also focus on your nutrition. I know I say this all the time, but it's true that nutrition really is the #1 thing that is gonna drive your fat loss. If your weight is higher than you want it to be right now, then you have to put your main focus on being in that continuous, small deficit that you can sustain over a long period of time in order to bring your weight from where it is now to down to where you want it to be. And this isn't forever. This is just until you get from here to here. A deficit is not forever. Eventually you're gonna get to weight maintenance mode, and you can continue to work on your body composition, continue to build lean muscle and burn more fat. But if you're wanting a weight change, it's gonna require that deficit to close that gap. If you're not overweight, but you just wanna be leaner, then definitely focus on maintenance calories, so eating at the correct level for your maintaining your body weight, while focusing on strength training, #1 first and foremost, and then adding this fat burning cardio as an add-on. Don't make the mistake of doing mostly cardio and ignoring your strength training, because you're really not gonna see as much of a body composition change as if you flip-flop that around. Focus on strength, cardio is the add-on. And if you want this all in an easy to follow, step-by-step format that tells you when to do cardio, how much to do, exactly how to do it, breaks it down for you, including instructional videos. That's what our programs are for. So link in the description box below to take our Live Lean Body Quiz and get matched with the best program based on your starting point and your end goals. I only wish that I had had the resources that you guys all have today. I had to learn it all the hard way by making a bunch of mistakes. So in order to fast forward through all those mistakes and just go straight to results, get a program. If you have any more questions about cardio, you can drop them in the comment section below. I'm always checking back to see what you guys are curious about and give me inspiration for future videos. So chat with me in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you at the next one. In the meantime, keep living lean.